Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Tyler Thomas, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get over test anxiety. So I'll be separating this video into three parts: pre-test, so like way before the test, moments before the test, and then during the test. So a couple of days before the test, you want to make sure that you have enough studying in. And if you have a disability, make sure to talk to your teacher about an accommodation. That's very important because you can't really tell them the day of because they might not give it to you, even though they're really supposed to. But make sure to reach out to your teacher, tell them if you need any accommodations. They will for sure figure that out for you. Make sure to study effectively and maybe find a study group, because finding a study group is great because it forces you to stay engaged. You could talk with your friends, have a better time than studying with yourself. Studying effectively also helps you get a lot more information in a smaller amount of time. When I say that, I mean use flashcards, try repeating the information, try to write down all the information that you can. Just figure out your way to study more effectively. I also love studying at coffee shops because it gets me out there, and it's like if I'm out there, I'm like, I have to study. Like, I can't do anything else but study right now, or work on a project or something like that, for example. So I would advise going to a coffee shop or going to a local library or something, because it's really great to get out there and it forces you to be more active in your studying. I would also encourage to find a tutor. There's many free tutoring services. Like at my college, they have the TLC, which is the Learning Center. You could go there, or maybe if you're in high school, you could talk to your parents about getting a tutor, or just ask a friend who's doing really well in the class. You could ask them to tutor you, and they might be open to it. They might not. I'm not sure, but don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to get out there and ask for help, because people are willing to help you. And for the last thing, I would plan a post-test reward. I do this a lot to just get my stress off of it, and even during the test, I'll think about this reward, whether it be to do something like play a game or go get food with some friends. Just plan something for you to go do after. So once you're done with the test, you can get your mind off the test. You can look forward to this as you're studying, as you're doing all this. It's basically a reward or incentive for you for doing the studying. Okay, so now we're going to be getting into right before the test. So basically the morning of, or an hour or two before, I would make sure to arrive early to your testing facility, whether it be your classroom or the SAT facility. Make sure to get there so you don't stress about being late, don't stress about all that other issues that could come up from being late. So before the test, I would also use self-talking strategies, or maybe even give yourself a little bit of confidence by saying, I'm going to do great, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. So going into the test, you feel more positive and you feel like you know what you're doing more, even if you don't. It could help you do better on the test, even if you think that you're going to fail it. Overconfidence could really help you out in these moments of stress. I'd use relaxation strategies to help you relax before a test, because going into a test stressed isn't going to help you out at all. Make sure to do deep breathing. Try to relax as much as you can going into the test, because it will help you out in the long run. And for the final point right before the test, I would recommend accepting your anxiety and accepting that everyone gets nervous before a test. If you weren't nervous, then you wouldn't want to do good on the test and you wouldn't care about the test in general. So it's really good to be nervous, because everyone is. Like, honestly, everyone's going to be nervous before a test. You just got to make sure that the nervousness doesn't overtake you, and just relax your body so you don't get overwhelmed. So some tips during the test is going to be taking deep breaths when handed a test. So I do this a lot. The teacher will put the test on my desk, and before I even look at it, I will take deep breaths, relax myself, so when I go into it, I'm clear-minded. So for during your test, I would recommend to bring some gum, bring some water. So if you're having these moments of anxiety, you could pop a piece of gum in your mouth or focus on your water to make yourself relax more and get your mind off of it. Because I'll have these moments where I'm just getting overwhelmed by the test and I just can't stop thinking about it. So I pull out my water and I just think about the water, sit back for a second, take some deep breaths, get my mind off of it. Also, as I said before, use some self-talk during the test to help you out. Self-talk is really great, because if you're doubting yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, you could help by saying these things such as, I'm doing great, you're doing great, say your name, do all this. Self-talk can really help you out, because it gives you this sense of positivity even if you don't really think it's there, because your mind will only say negative things about you usually, and using this self-talk can really help out your brain and turn into a positive mentality. We have these post-exam rewards, so you could feel better about yourself after the test regardless of how you did. Get your mind off the test. and make yourself feel positive about going through taking this test and just finishing it, honestly. So hopefully I could help you with some of your test anxiety. I know tests are very stressful, and I believe in you in taking your next test or SAT or whatever it be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.